Continue. What is Montagu Chelmsford Act of 1919 or Government of India Act 1919? What is there in that? Continue. What is there in that? Not you. Okay. Continue. Wait. Let stop ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಾ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಓಕೆ ಉಳಿದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ Montagu Chelmsford Act ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ What is Montagu Chelmsford Act? Please quick. ಯಾಕೆ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು 4 ಜನ ಗೋ ಔಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಓಕೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ 1919 you stop continue what is there in Montagu Chelmsford Act 1919 what is Montagu Chelmsford Act of 1919 Government of India Act 1919 what is it 2-3 ದಿನ ಆಯ್ತು ಅದೇ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ 3 ದಿನ ಆಯ್ತು ಇನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ Montagu Chelmsford Act of 1919 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ನೀವು 3 ಜನ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ 3 ಜನರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಓಕೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು
Council contains Indians. Council contains Indians.
Before there was no council entry. In 1919 Act, what is the special thing? What happened in 1919 Act?
Separate election.
For whom?
Muslims.
Wrong. ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ 3 ಜನ Montagu Chelmsford Act 1919 ಯಾಕೆ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ Montagu Chelmsford ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಗಿವ್ ದಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ದೀಸ್ 3 ನೀವು ಆ ರೂಮಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ 3 ಜನ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ ನೀವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ನೀವು 3 ಜನ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ರೈಟ್ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನೀವು ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕೊಡಿ ಬಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಓಕೆ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಓಕೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ವಿಚ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ In our last class, we started with critical analysis of home rule movement. So, okay, start. What we discussed in that? Critical analysis means first we discussed about negative things, right? ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಓಕೆ ನಂಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದಲೇ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಎಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ okay they neglected the British's power they are highly emotional next okay next positive effects next okay 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 okay next leave that come to next heading home rule movement critical analysis okay we started with negative things what are the negatives of this Okay.
ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್
Okay.
ಆಗ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್
Okay.
ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ
Okay. There are no, that is not a mass. Next. Next.
ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಯೋಸಫಿಕಲ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಅವರ ಐಡಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ
Next.
ಇದರಿಂದ ಮೈನಾರಿಟೀಸ್
Okay. Next.
ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್
Okay. Next.
provided
Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. Leave that. Next. What is that? Okay. 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 Next. Gandhi Nehru. What is the profile of Gandhi?
ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Very good. Barrister.
ಸೌತ್ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾ.
Okay. Next.
ಅವರು ದ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ದ ಹಿಂದೂ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ಸೌತ್ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತಾರೆ.
Very good. Next.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಮರವಲ್ಲಿ ಅಹಮದಾಬಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
No, before that.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೀನಿಕ್ಸ್.
ಅದು first ಇದೆ. Phoenix Ashram or Tolstoy's Ashram. He founded in
ಸೌತ್ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾ.
Next.
ಮತ್ತೆ 1917 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಂಪಾರಣ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್.
Why? Why?
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟಲಿ ಅವರ
Current affairs. Because it is current affairs. Next. Next.
Keda movement.
Kheda movement. Why?
Keda
Champaran, that is because that is current affairs, that is there in the news. And why Kheda?
because Gujarat ಅಲ್ಲಿ
Son of the soil. Son of the soil. Next, why Ahmedabad will strike? Already peasant leader to become a leader of labor class. Right? That means what? Only concentrated on Hindus, majority Hindus. So he is not a leader of Muslim now. Gandhi, he become a leader of Hindus, and even he falls in the friendly line of the Britishers after supporting Britishers in World War I. And even he got a title called Kaisar I Hind. Yesterday I gave a question in that quiz. Are you attending the quiz? Every day I'm doing quiz in YouTube. Nobody? Please do attend from today. I'm doing quiz in and from here I'll continue every day. There is no stop. Okay. Yesterday I gave a question. Kaisar I Hind. Okay. That it was very he just leave that title right after this non-cooperation movement started, or right after some incident which has happened. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ. 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 Non-cooperation movement. Take it in non-cooperation movement. What you know about non-cooperation movement? Tell me. Started and ended with the bloodsheds. Okay. Anything you know about non-cooperation movement? You are here. They are not cooperating with whom? British. The same person. So who is the volunteer leader of this movement? Gandhi. And one who supported Britishers during World War I? And who is telling I am not cooperating with you? First thing. And how he become a leader of this non-cooperation? This is a country-wide movement, entire country's movement, nation movement. How he become a leader? What made others to consider him as a leader? Not just that. Again, in between there are a lot many dramas. Let us discuss that today. Anything you know about this movement? What you know about non-cooperation movement? Okay. Okay. ಬಾಯ್ಕಾಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ when Gandhi gave a call to attend a mass movement. When Gandhi gave a call to attend a mass movement, the students they boycott their education, and some of them they become motivated and they burn their certificates, right? These are the things which has happened. So this is the non-cooperation movement. So any movement to start, there must be some reasons, right? What is the reason behind this non-cooperation movement? Why it was started?
ಏನೋ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
What policy they made? Very good, you are right. What policy they made?
Hierarchy.
Not hierarchy. That is one of the important reason behind the non-cooperation movement, but that is not just the one act. That is called Black Act, or it is also called Sedition Commission, and Jallianwala Bagh massacre was the another incident. That is the immediate cause. So it is not just a single reason. Non-cooperation movement which was started because of the lot many reasons which was happened till 1921. 1921 ವರೆಗೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲದರ reason ನ culmination non-cooperation movement. But there are 2-3 reasons we can write in our exams. The first one is Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Don't write. I'll again dictate and again come to that. What is Jallianwala Bagh massacre? You don't know. At least in this class, right? So I'll come to that. So because of that Jallianwala Bagh massacre, and more than that, what is another thing? The Black Acts, Sedition Commission which was formed, and this commission formed Sedition Act and Sedition Commission. Sedition Commission, and out of that Sedition Act and 4 Black Acts. ಕಪ್ಪು ಆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳು, ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಲಾ, ಕಾಯ್ದೆಗಳು, ಕಪ್ಪು ಕಾಯ್ದೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Black Acts, that means that is the era of the black, or that is black era ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So that is to sentence any patriotic Indian under sedition law. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು sedition ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ 4 acts ತರ್ತಾರೆ. To curtail the patriotism, to curtail the freedom struggle. So that is the thing. Let us discuss that. Take heading non-cooperation movement. First thing, take heading reason for the non-cooperation movement. I told you this is not if anybody quoted that in one para. Listen, if anybody quoted that in one para, okay, this is the reason for the non-cooperation movement, I will not agree, because any 2-3 incident may not be the reason for this much national movement. The motivation for the leaders may be a political back ideas, that is the one, and for the masses their own intention. And the reasons, if you look at, there are a lot of reasons. So here we can write some of the important reasons, but that is not the whole and sole reason for the non-cooperation movement. We can culminate some of the reasons, we can write some of the reasons, but that is not the whole and sole reasons. Okay, this must be in your mind. Be practical. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಇಷ್ಟು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ರೀಸನ್ ಇಂದನೇ ಆಯ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅದೇ ತರ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಅದು ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಡೈವರ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಆಯ್ತು, ಒಂದೇ ರೀಸನಿಗೆ ಆಯ್ತು, ಒಂದೇ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಬಂತು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಬಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎ ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. When it was started? Start your answer. In 1917, Sedition Commission was constituted. What is sedition?
ದೇಶದ್ರೋಹ.
Very good. What is Deshadroha according to Britishers?
ಅವರ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಲಾವನ್ನ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
That's it. Who is Desha according to Britishers? The British government was the Desha. That is the Desha. And Deshadroha means what? One who broke the law, one who break the law of these Britishers, that is sedition, Deshadroha. And all our freedom fighters are Deshadrohi according to Britishers. Yes. Right? Yes. Sedition committee was constituted under Justice Rowlatt. Justice Rowlatt was under Justice Rowlatt. Because of that, this act is also called Rowlatt Act. This committee is also called Rowlatt Committee. So why this committee was constituted by the Britishers? Nothing but to give a, don't write, listen. Why this committee was constituted is because to give a solution, permanent solution for the sedition kind of things. What is sedition kind of things? ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ದೀಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ ತರ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ? ಆ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ರೌಲತ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಆರ್ ಸೆಡಿಷನ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ, ರೈಟ್? Put it in your own words. Why Rowlatt Committee? Nothing but to handle the problem of terrorism or sedition, whatever. So this committee sit together, they worked out for day and night, and they come to 4 kinds of conclusion, 4 acts in the name of 4 acts. They come up with 4 acts. This is popularly known as Black Acts. ಕಪ್ಪು ಕಾಯ್ದೆಗಳು. They worked out 4 acts and it is Indians called, not British. But for British this is very bright act. This is very white act. For Indians this is Black Act. Why Indians call this a Black Act? Indians means why our politicians call this as a black? That means our freedom fighters call this as a Black Act. Because it curtails the liberty, it curtails the freedom of expression, it curtails the liberty of doing agitation, everything. They curtail the civil liberties at all. So because of that they called it as a Black Act. So in opposing this act, some of the government officers they resigned. I mean Indian officers who were working in the British government they resigned. And some of the politicians who were there within the government they also resigned. The best one is Justice Shankar Nair. Justice Shankaran Nair. Justice Shankaran Nair. He was the Indian member of the committee under Viceroy's Executive Council. He was the member of Viceroy's Executive Council. Justice, what is his full name? Justice Shankaran Nair. Justice Shankaran Nair. He was the member of the Viceroy's Executive Council. He resigned and he came out from the office. Why? In the name of protesting against this Black Acts. That is what? Because curtail the liberty. ಬೇರೆ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು? ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಂತ ಮೋದಿ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಂತ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಏನೇನೋ ಇದೆ ಬಟ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ವ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಪೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ 4 ಆಕ್ಟ್. ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಏನು ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಕೋರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ನ ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್? ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ ದ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. So what kind of, how they can suppress? New mass movement ಮಾಡೋಗಿಲ್ಲ, new voice raise ಮಾಡೋಗಿಲ್ಲ government ಮೇಲೆ, like this. To suppress the agitation, to suppress the freedom struggle, to suppress the civil liberties, you can say. To suppress civil liberties, to suppress the freedom of speech, expression, everything. They bring 4 acts. They call it as a very bright acts and Indians call it as the Black Acts. This is the thing. So against that, Justice Shankaran Nair, he resigned. He was the member of Governor Viceroy's Executive Council. And he resigned and he came out from the office. This is the noted history. And Gandhi gave a call for national protest day against the act on April 6th of 1919. National Protest Day. National Protest Day. National Protest Day. August. ತುಂಬಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಫಾರ್ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 6, 1990. ಇದೊಂಥರ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ವೈಡ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ 1 ಡೇ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಥರ ಇದೆ. ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ವೈಡ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. 1 ಡೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ 1 ಡೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ National Protest Day, August 6, 1919. Okay? So, in exam, National Protest Day, August 6, 1919, is also part of the non-cooperation movement. The statement is yes or no?
Yes, sir.
No, because non-cooperation movement starts from 21, ends at 22. This is 1919. So this is something different only. So it should be very clear. Okay. We are discussing yes 1919 black acts are all, we are discussing under the reason behind non-cooperation movement. Right. So this is not a non-cooperation movement, and what we discussed till now, this is not non-cooperation movement. This is something, history of non-cooperation movement. The something reverse or something behind the thing we are discussing, not after non-cooperation movement, right? So non-cooperation movement bandilla. This is one of the reasons. So what is the another important reason for the non-cooperation movement? Jallianwala Bagh. What happened on what day? Anybody?
ಅದು ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ಇದು ಸುಗ್ಗಿ ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ
ಬೈಸಾಖಿ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್. Okay.
ಒಂದು ರೂಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ
Room ಒಳಗೆ? Okay.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರ ಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ರಮಣ ಮಾಡಿ
ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. They know what is happening there.
Yes, sir.
ಅದು
ಒಂದು ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಅಂತ ನೇಮ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ but
No, that is also they know.
ಬಂದು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ
Open secret.
ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ
Dyer, General Dyer.
ಅವರು ಶೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಅವರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ
ಹ್ಮ್.
ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಫುಲ್ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಭಾಗ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆಲ್ಲ
Okay.
ಮತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು
Okay. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು?
2000.
2000. There is hundreds of debates and discussion over this, and the Indian writers, they just glorified this 2000, 3000, 20,000 and all. But actually, British record they noted 540 deaths. Okay, don't write. I'll again come to that. I'll make you to write. I'll dictate. So this is the thing. Any other news is better? There any other information? Jallianwala Bagh ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದು ಏನು ಕತೆ?
April 19.
April
19.
19.
99 ಅಲ್ಲ 13 ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 9
Very good. April 13. Right. April 13 of 1919. On the day of Baisakhi festival, Jallianwala Bagh massacre was happened. What is massacre? You use this word. Hatyakanda. Jallianwala Bagh massacre was happened. MASSACRE. Where it was happened? Where it took place?
Punjab.
Amritsar, a place called Amritsar in Punjab. General Dyer ordered for indiscriminate firing. See, ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಡಯರ್ ಫೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಡಯರ್ ನೋ ಇವಾಗ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಈ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಸೊ 540 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. Okay, so he ordered for the fire. So the soldiers they started firing. Indiscriminate firing. So which left more than 540 dead. Which left more than 540 dead. And many more were injured. So this is something, it became a current affairs again nationwide. It became a big news. And each and every part of India, they started protest against this incident. And even in Bengal region, which has happened in which has happened in the easternmost region of India, westernmost region of India. Then also, the first reaction came from the Western India. Then also, it was happened in Western India. The first reaction came from the Eastern India. Rabindranath Tagore, he just gave up his knighthood, which was given by the Britishers. Okay, like this, right? Very. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ ಬೇರೆದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಟ್ರು. ನೈಟ್ಹುಡ್ KNIGHD ನೈಟ್ಹುಡ್ ಬಿರುದು. Why he gave up? According to him, it's a kind of protest. This is also one of the reasons. So we discussed two beautiful reasons for the non-cooperation movement. One is Jallianwala Bagh massacre, one is Black Acts, and second one is Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Right? This is just a namesake. This is not the actual reason for the non-cooperation movement. You know what is the actual reason for the non-cooperation movement? What is Chelmsford, Montagu Chelmsford? What is Montagu Chelmsford Act of 1980?
ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ನಾನ್ ಫೇಲರ್
Very good.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದು
What is federation? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಓದಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ನೀವು ಓದಿಲ್ಲ. ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಸಿಟಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಓದಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಲೀವ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್.
ಸೆಪರೇಟ್
ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್
ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್
ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ 6 ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ.
ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಹಿಸಲಾಗ
ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು, ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಮುನಿಸಿಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ
ಸೆಲ್ಫ್
ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್
ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು.
ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು? Why 1919 Government of India Act or why Montagu Chelmsford Act of 1919 formed? Because they made a promise to revoke or repeal home rule movement, right? So what is the thing they promised while revoking home rule movement?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ.
ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು ಅಂಡರ್ Montagu Chelmsford ರಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್? ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ನ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು? ಡಯಾರ್ಕಿ ಕೊಟ್ರು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಯಾರ್ಕಿ? ಯೆಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಡ್, ಯು ನೋ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಸಿಕ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. That is the reason for the non-cooperation movement. These two is nothing. This is not a political thing. That is the political thing, right? See, when they listen, when they give a self-governance means who are the rulers?
Indians.
Who are the rulers?
Indians.
Who are the rulers?
Indians.
These frontline politicians, one who doing agitation in the home rule, one who doing agitation against the Britishers, they are the rulers or not? So they did not give self-governance. Above us, yes, you are the ruler, but here we are the rulers. You didn't give, so we will protest. That is the reason for the non-cooperation. This is just a namesake, but you must write this to fill the page. Okay, right? Everything is politics. There is no emotion. A fully established Andhra Pradesh bifurcated into Hyderabad. A fully established Bellary district was bifurcated into Vijayanagar district, right? And a wonderful link called India was now changing into Bharat. Everything is politics. Everything is politics. The non-cooperation movement is also politics. Right? Or the 1919 Government of India Act. Write something. It's also called as Montagu Chelmsford Act. Why we call Montagu Chelmsford? Chelmsford was the Governor General or Viceroy, and Montagu was the Secretary of the State of India. That's why we call Montagu Chelmsford reforms, which was announced. However, it has disappointed the Indian leadership. Why disappointed? As it did not provide self-governance. That's it. If at all they provided self-governance, these politicians, they will become the ministers. They didn't. So instead what they gave? Diarchy. What is this diarchy? Tuppa. Nothing but tuppa. Nothing was there in diarchy. Just it. Hogina mele tuppa. Diarchy was provided. And this diarchy was against the spirit of what they decided or what they promised in the August Declaration. Right? This is against the spirit of the August Declaration. When August Declaration made? To curb the home rule movement. Right? Write something. ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಬರೀತಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್, ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. It was made in 1917, right? So, listen, politics. Gandhi already become a peasant leader. Already was a leader from Gujarat. In Gujarat base also he become familiar, he become famous. And for peasant community also he become famous. From worker community also he become famous. And from British side also he become famous. So only thing he left was Muslims, first thing. And another thing, he had no experience of the mass movement. So he wanted one mass movement in India and he should be the leader. That was his intention. He wanted one movement in India and he should be the leader. And he wanted for that movement Muslim community also should support. So along with that, when he include Muslim community into that, entire mass movement, when he was for that mass movement when he was the leader, so he automatically this Muslim community also supports this person because he is the movement of that leader. I mean, he was the leader of that movement, right? This is the intention. So first thing what he must do, he must give emotional touch to this. Look at this in August declaration. They have promised this, but they didn't give. So let us do something. This kind of things he must talk in India's leadership. INC leaders ಅಲ್ಲದಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ಹತ್ರ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲೇ ಅವರನ್ನ ನನ್ನ ಲೀಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಮಾಸ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಅದನ್ನ ನನ್ನ ಲೀಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಲೀಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಲೀಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಅವರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. So how we will convince the Muslim community? This is the, this become a question mark for Gandhi. ಈಗ already he was a leader in peasant community and workers community, and he wanted to become a nationwide leader. So one thing what he must do for that, he must indulge into nationwide struggle. And for that nationwide struggle, if that was happened with another leadership, means he will not shine. If the nationwide movement happened with another leader, like if this person Jinnah, if he become a leader, or more than Jinnah, the Congress leaders, the senior Congress leaders like Motilal Nehru or Vittal Bhai Patel, if they all become a leaders, there is no space for this Gandhi because they are already established leaders in India before Gandhi. Vittal Bhai Patel and Motilal Nehru, they are seniors for this Gandhi. Okay, so he wanted to bypass this Vittal Bhai Patel, bypass this Motilal Nehru, and he wanted himself to declare as a leader of the movement, any kind of movement. There is no non-cooperation at that time. He wanted a movement, and for that moment he should be the leader. So, ಅವರನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಲೀಡರ್ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಸೀನಿಯರ್? He made a plan. Already when INC was formed and one side Muslim League was there and another side INC was there, and INC and Muslim League are two different parties. So for INC leaders, Muslim League leaders are there was a serious difference between the INC leaders and Muslim League leaders at that time only. So what at that time Jinnah was in the INC, not in the Muslim League, not directly INC. He was in the support of the INC, but he was not a member of this Muslim League at that time. Okay, so what he did is first there is no support for this INC from the Muslim League, so I become a bridge for this. When I become a bridge, there is no other option other than making me as a leader. There is no other option for the INC as well as Muslim League to make me as a leader. Otherwise what happens? Muslim League, they want their own member to be a leader. Our INC members, they want their own member to be a leader, right? So what is the conclusion leadership? Gandhi, right? ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಮಾಸ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಎಮೋಷನ್ ಟಚ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆ ಮಾಸ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮು ಬೇಕು, ಹಿಂದೂನು ಬೇಕು, INCನೂ ಬೇಕು, ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಲೀಗು ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ INC ಇಂದ ಲೀಡರ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಲೀಗ್ನವರು ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಲೀಗ್ ಇಂದ ಲೀಡರ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ INC ಅವರು ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಬ್ಬರನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಲೀಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕಡೆನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋರು ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ INC ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾಡಾಗಿದೆ ಗಾಂಧಿ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ he searched the issue to become a leader within Muslim community. For him, he gained a issue, he got a issue, the issue name is Khilafat. Take heading. Huh? ಇದು ಬರಿಬೇಕು first. Look at the politics of that time. Today's politics is nothing in front of that time's politics. ನೀವು ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿರೋ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓದೋ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟೇ ಬೇರೆ. ನೀವು ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓದೋ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓದೋ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟೇ ಬೇರೆ. So what is the actual reason behind non-cooperation movement? Very good. Gandhiji's political wish. Okay, right. No, continue. Complete. This is the greatest diplomacy you can ever see. See, one side, there is no view of nationwide movement, and there is no reason for nationwide movement. So Gandhi, he must give some reason for the nationwide movement, and he must convince the INC leaders to let us go for the INC movement. One side. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ನೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮರನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನ್ ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್. How all take heading Khilafat issue. What is this Khilafat issue?
ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಅದನ್ನು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಅವರು ಟೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
Khilafat issue is nothing to do with India. Listen. Khilafat issue is nothing to do with India. This is the England and Turkey issue. When Turkey comes under the control of the England, and Englishes, they threatened this Khalifa. Khalifa means a guru. They threatened this Khalifa. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಸೀಟ್ ಇದೆ ಕೆಳಗಿಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ಸ್. ನಿಮ್ದು ರಾಜ ಆಡಳಿತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಕು, ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ವಿಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಲಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಥ್ರೆಟನ್ ಟು ಡಿಬಾರ್, they threatened this Khalifa, we will not respect you anta. So when Khalifa is an emotion for the Islam, right? We discussed in medieval Indian history, they are the gurus. So all over world protest started against the English. Or Khalifa ಕೆಳಗಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದಾರಂತೆ. So in India also, the Ali brothers, and they started protest. Gandhiji utilized that. He gave a support. Right? ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮರಿಗೆ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಗಾಂಧಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Not just a visitor, not just a outsider, not just a member. He become a president of this Khilafat committee. How and all I will tell you. ನೀವು ಬರೀ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಫೈಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಂದೂಗಳನ್ನು ಕರೆಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ನೀವು ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಮೇಕ್ ಮೀ ಎ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಖಿಲಾಫತ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ, ದೆನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಲಿ indulge, or I'll just join these Hindus for this Khilafat issue. That is the promise he gave these Ali brothers, and they accepted that. Then he became president of Khilafat committee. Look at Gandhi. I guess non-cooperation movement ನ ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ತಪ್ಪೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೋ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ನಾವಿನ್ನು ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಸುಮಾರು ಹೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ನೀವು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಸುಮಾರು ಬರೆದ್ರಿ ರೈಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ರೈಟ್. Or write something. After World War I, in Paris Peace Conference, England threatened to abolish the office of Khalifa. Threatened to abolish the office of Khalifa. So, with this move of England, in retaliation, the protest started all over world. Wherever Muslim presence, present in India, Ali brothers, who are Ali brothers? Yaar now Ali brothers in the country. This is Shaukat Ali and Maulana Ali, right? Maulana Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. Muhammad write like this enough, okay? They are Ali brothers, good friends of Gandhi. They founded All India Khilafat Committee for the protest. All India Khilafat Committee for the protest. The Khilafat Committee held its first session in Lucknow in 1919. The Khilafat Committee held its first session in Lucknow on 1919. And for this, no, not for this. And in the next, in 1920, the session of this committee also happened in Delhi. For this Delhi session, they brought a Puri Guru, Shankaracharya. Not that Shankaracharya. A Puri Guru, Shankaracharya. Puri, P-U-R-I. Puri, Jagannath. Puri, ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ? ಪುರಿ PU, ಪುರಿ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. Listen and write, you know, right? Listen and write. Puri, Shankaracharya. he visited and he addressed the committee? Who was the reason? Gandhiji. Why he brought Puri, Shankaracharya to these Muslim committees? To give a Hindu touch. Right? When a Hindu guru, he himself was the part and he addressed the Muslim committee or Muslim session means, the normal Hindus, they'll accept that. And Muslims also accept Hindu as a leader of this committee. Not just this Alis. And they accepted Gandhiji, right? After this Guru's presence, the Muslims, they accepted Gandhiji's presidencyship or presidents in Khilafat committee. That means Gandhi became a president of this Khilafat committee. So he became famous in Muslim community also. Already he was a peasant king, already he was a mill worker king, and already he was the son of the soil, already he has a good face with the Britishers, and he had also become good fellow in the eye of the Muslim community. First thing. And this side, he was successful in convincing rest of the INC members by giving different reasons like 1919 Mandatory Act, Jallianwala Bagh, and so rest of the reasons which Britishers made in India, and he was successfully convinced the leaders of the INC for agitation, and the agitation name nobody knows. And for this agitation, he was successful in convincing Muslim League also to enter, and he became a whole and soul leader of the non-cooperation movement after convincing INC as well as Muslim League and Muslim community and Hindu community. There is no other option without Gandhi, yes or no? Tell me any other option without Gandhi? If Jinnah become president of non-cooperation movement or any, there is no non-cooperation movement at that time. There is no name, this is the name they give later. For the nationwide struggle which include both Hindus and Muslims, for the nation, listen, for the nationwide struggle which includes both Hindus and Muslims, if Jinnah was made a president, these INC fellows will not listen, the senior leaders of this INC, they will not listen, first thing. And some of the Hindu conservative section, they will not listen from considering this Muslim as a leader, first one thing. If Vittal Bhai Patel become a president, not Muslim leader, Motilal Nehru, he himself will not listen. Yes or no? So who is the compromising president? Gandhi. See, at that time, how Gandhi became a leader of this whole and soul movement, not as an extraordinary leader, as a compromising leader. In front of Gandhi, these Vittal Bhai Patel and Motilal Nehru, they are the very senior and biggest leaders. Gandhi was nothing. Then also he became a president by his clever, right? Compromising leader, like this. Write something. The non-cooperation movement was organized for meaningful constitutional reforms See, this is just a, why, ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ತಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಂಡಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಸೊ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಫುಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ ರಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಪನಿಷ್ ದ ಗಿಲ್ಟಿ ಇನ್ ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಪನಿಷ್ ದ ಗಿಲ್ಟಿ ಇನ್ Jallianwala Bagh massacre. And this is to protect the Khalifa's seat. Yes or no? This is to protect the Khalifa's seat. So Gandhi made these three proposals and he submitted this to INC office and INC accepted these three proposals. Okay, these are our proposal and Britishers have to accept this. Let us go for the national movement. This is the three things which Gandhi prepared and submitted to INC office and INC accepted that. Okay, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಗಾಂಧಿ ನೋ, ಇದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ನಾನು ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ರೆಡಿ ಅಂತ. The proposal of Gandhi was accepted by the Congress Working Committee. You know what? For this Congress Working Committee, which was accepted Gandhi's proposal, Lala Lajpat Rai was the president. ಅವ್ರನ್ನು ಬೈಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಇವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಲಾಲಾ ಲಜಪತ್ ರಾಯ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಯಾರು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್, ಹೇಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ. So he submitted his proposals to Congress Working Committee. At that time, Congress Working Committee leader was Lala Lajpat Rai. So the proposals of Gandhi was made. The proposals of the Gandhi comes for discussion in the Nagpur session of INC of 1920. Very next year, in the Nagpur session of INC 1920, the proposals of Gandhi come into discussion. Okay, ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬೇಡವಾ? ಒಬ್ರು ಯಂಗ್ ಲೀಡರ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಪೋಸಲ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬೇಡವಾ ಅಂತ. ನಾಗ್ಪುರ್ ಸೆಷನ್. For this Nagpur session, Veera Raghvachari was the president. Why I am giving different names? Gandhi to again showcasing Gandhi was nothing within INC. Lala Lajpat Rai was the president for Congress Working Committee of 1919, the Kolkata session of 1919, and in the what? And in the 2020 Nagpur session of the INC, Veera Raghvachari was the president, not Gandhi. And this Veera Raghvachari's Kolkata session, Nagpur session within Maharashtra, the discussion was started. Let us go for the fight or not? Let us go for the nationwide agitation or not? Finally, Congress session of Nagpur or Nagpur session of the Congress of 1920, under the leadership of Veera Raghvachari, they agreed for the Gandhi's proposals and they declared that we are going for the nationwide movement, which includes even the Muslims. And the same INC along with Muslim League, they made a meeting and Gandhi was declared as a compromising president of the nationwide movement. That is what Gandhi needed. Gandhiji was very happy. So, let us discuss. In the name of the course of the non-cooperation movement. The course means ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಏನಾಯ್ತು. Take it. The course of the non-cooperation movement. ಇನ್ನು ನಾನ್-ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಗಾಂಧಿ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನೇಷನ್ ವೈಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ವಾಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ರಮೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮಚ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಲೀಡರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ನೌ? At least he should showcase that what you are come to discussion or what you are come to conclusion, that conclusion is right conclusion. He must showcase that to INC as well as Muslim League. Even conclusion ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ಸರಿಯಾದ conclusion. Yes, I have all leadership quality and I am the leader. ಇದನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. And for that he drafted right under this ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, right after Gandhi was declared as the president, Gandhi sit for drafting Program for the movement. Gandhi sit for drafting programs for the movement. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Program for the movement. And he copied the slogans of Home Rule and Vande Mataram, Swadeshi, Swaraj and boycott for the non-cooperation movement. Copy, cut and paste. He copied the slogans of Swadeshi, Swaraj and total boycott. Where is non-violence here? Total boycott. Swadeshi, Swaraj and total boycott are the three beautiful slogans of the Vande Mataram as well as Home Rule movement. He just cut and pasted here in the programs of non-cooperation movement. And he included non-tax campaigns also for this. What is this non-tax campaign? Passive resistance, will not pay taxes. Will not pay taxes. How can it become satyagraha and non-violence? Will not pay. Passive resistance. No tax campaign. That is another program of non-cooperation movement. He drafted. ಏನು ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಇರಬೇಕಂತ. ಗಾಂಧಿ he himself sit and he drafted Swadeshi, Satyagraha, Total Boycott, non-tax campaign. Clear? Huh? Swadeshi, Swaraj, Total Boycott and non-tax campaign. See, listen. Swaraj ಅಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್. ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಅಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ದ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ವೆರಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇನೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಗಾಂಧಿಜಿನ ನೇಷನ್ ವೈಡ್ ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಡದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಡೆದಂಗ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಗಾಂಧಿ ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವರಾಜನ್ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ದೇ ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ. He wanted a movement, not suppression of the movement. So what he gave a three beautiful things. What? Swadeshi, total boycott, or before that what is this? He stressed upon the something which is they drafted in the Vande Mataram movement. Swadeshi, total boycott and no tax campaign. That is the thing he stressed, and Swadeshi and everything, Swaraj and everything which is there, but he stressed these things. Total boycott, Swadeshi and no tax campaign. And along with Satyagraha. And Charaka become the symbol of the movement. Why? Why? Native industry, to take the support of the native industries, to take the support of the laborers, middle classes, poor fellows. So no tax campaign. See, after this drafting these different names, different slogans, and drafting symbols and everything, he gave a name: non-cooperation with the Britishers. So the movement was named as a non-cooperation movement. Who gave a name? Gandhiji himself. And who gave a slogan? Swadeshi, Satyagraha, total boycott and non-tax? Gandhiji himself. So non-tax campaign was organized in Madras Presidency for the first time. Place called Chirlaperla. Madras Presidency, non-cooperation movement place. Here D. Gopalakrishnaiah was the hero, means he led the movement. D. Gopalakrishnaiah. And in the same Madras Presidency, another village called Pedanandipadu, where P. Veerayya Chaudhary, in Pedanandipadu of Madras Presidency, P. Veerayya Chaudhary, he was the hero, means he led the movement. Pedanandipadu by Veerayya Chaudhary. So under the idea of Swadeshi, Jamia Millia Islamia was founded in Delhi? What is this Jamia Millia Islamia? Educational institutions which was founded by Ali brothers under the name of Swadeshi. Swadeshi means what? Indian style of everything. So Indian style of education, they founded Jamia Millia Islamia. Today also the university is there. Millia, M-I-L-I-A, Islamia, which was founded by Ali brothers at that time. Why? Idea of Swadeshi in education. So this was the cause of the non-cooperation movement. The youth was motivated by these slogans of the Gandhi, and so many college going youths, they stopped their classes and they came out for the protest. And some of the government officials, they gave resignation and they joined the movement. So this became threat for the Britishers, serious threat. And Britishers also did conspiracy here. They started to took support of anti-non-cooperation movement. You know what? Thakur Singh, he was an Indian. He started anti-non-cooperation movement against this non-cooperation movement with the support of the Britishers. Right? That Thakur Singh. The anti-non-cooperation movement started by Thakur Singh with the support of the British. This is just a conspiracy made by the Britishers against this non-cooperation movement. You know what? During this non-cooperation movement in Kerala, some drama was happened. First, write this, I will tell you. Or, see, in non-cooperation movement, if the statement in prelims like the Hindus and Muslims they agitated together, the statement is right or wrong. Why you are like thinking? Yes, absolutely, because you know the history. ಈ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ. ಯು ನೋ ದ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಅವರು ಒಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು ಅದು. ಸೊ ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮ್ಸ್ agitated together, right? If the statement in Kerala, wrong. No, because some drama was happened. Listen first, then right. Some drama was happened. A Muslim agricultural laborers called Moplas, they are the agri laborers, and they are owned by leaders, or you can say their masters are the Hindus. They are the landlords of the Kerala. They are called Nambudris or Jinnis, Nambudri. They are the Brahmins, and these landlords they used to suppress this Moplas from the long back because they are the laborers. They are the landlords. Nambudris are the landlords, and these Moplas are the Muslim agri laborers. So these Muslim agri laborers they started to revolt against these Nambudris, but the time was critical. They started agitation in 1921. At that time, all over India, a non-cooperation movement was going on. Non-cooperation movement means that is Hindus and Muslims they united together and they protested against the Englishers. But here, this movement, and that is the time, but this movement looks like in Kerala, anti-Hindu movement, or you can say Hindu-Muslim, the clash between Hindus and Muslims. Because the landlords are the Hindus and the agri laborers are the Muslims. So clash started, and this clash looks like a communal clash within the non-cooperation movement. Didn't get? In the prelims, there is no communal clash in entire non-cooperation movement. Wrong. In the prelims, the Hindu and Muslims are united together in the non-cooperation movement. Yes. Look at this kind of questions. Hindus and Muslims are united together against the Britishers in non-cooperation movement. Yes. There are no communal clash. Wrong. Thin layer of difference. This is not actually communal clash. This is a peasant movement. Yes or no? We discussed this peasant movement. We are discussing Kerala of peasant movement. Mopla ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾತು ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ವಾ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Write something. When NCM was going on, non-cooperation movement was going on. NCM, right? NCM. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಉದ್ದ ಬರಿಬೇಡಿ. The Moplas are Muslims of agricultural laborers. Moplas are Muslim agricultural laborers in Malabar coast of Kerala. They revolted against the landlords. They are the exploitative Brahmins, Nambudris. This is just a peasantry crisis. This looks like a communal clash because the time. This is just a peasant movement, but this looked like a communal clash because the time was wrong. What is the time? The time of non-cooperation movement. So anti-non-cooperation movement, those fellows, they used this as a look at here. Ille communal, I mean, or look at Kerala. Ille communal clashes ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ನೀವೇನ್ non-cooperation movement ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ. So who used this? The anti-non-cooperation movement fellows, one of there with the Britishers, they used this. That means they portrayed this as a communal clash, but not actually this is a communal clash. This is a peasantry revolt against the masters, right? So non-cooperation movement, which was started in different centers, riots started in Meerut, Lucknow, Kanpur. But at the end of the movement, the severe differences started between the Gandhi and Ali brothers. The serious differences started between Gandhi and Ali brothers. Because Ali brothers wanted a normal movement, but Gandhi wanted to intensify the movement by dragging everybody. But Ali brothers was not in the support of that, because Ali brothers, they came to know why Gandhi came to us.
They did a simple movement, Gandhi.
Gandhi wanted to intensify the movement. And at the time already, even Ali brothers as well as INC, they came to know why Gandhi visited both of us. So serious differences started between Gandhi and Ali brothers as well as Gandhi and the entire Muslim community. You know what? The non-cooperation movement, that was the last time the Muslim community accepted Gandhi's leadership. That was the last time. That was the first and last time. Never ever they accepted Gandhi's leadership again. This is the first thing. And Gandhi lost the support of the Muslims. That's it. After non-cooperation movement, Gandhi lost the support because everybody, they came to know that for his political will he came to us. You know what? When Moplas, they are protesting in the Nambudris, he didn't visit Kerala. He didn't ask for what is happening for these Moplas. He was just in a hurry of intensifying his own movement. So this looks like he is running behind his political will, not for the sake of the Islam, or not for the sake of the one who was suppression. He was not there for one who was suppressed. So let us not support him. Let us take the support back. This is the kind of conclusion Ali brothers came. And serious difference started between Gandhi and Ali brothers, and this is the last time which Gandhi got support of the Muslim community. Last time. And further, Muslim community did not accept Gandhi's leadership. When Muslims as a whole community, they started to withdraw from the movement, and Hindus, they started communal clashes again and again. Like when Ali brothers and Gandhi's difference started, in different areas, in Lucknow, in Kanpur, in Meerut, communal clashes started within non-cooperation movement. When the serious difference started between the leaders of the two different community, the members of the movement, they started the clashes. It may be personal before, but it took turns as a communal clashes within the non-cooperation movement. Or the differences ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಶ್ ಆದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಶಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಪುರ್, ಮೀರಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಕ್ನೋದಲ್ಲಿ. So Gandhi came to know that movement is going against or going beyond my control. Movement, listen this. Gandhi came to know that the movement is going beyond my control. ನನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ನ ಮೀರಿ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. This is the kind of conclusion Gandhi came, and he was in a hurry of searching the reason for the stopping the movement, and he got the reason. What is the reason? In Uttar Pradesh there is a place called Gorakhpur, and in that place there is a police station, and in that police station these youths, the motivated youths of this non-cooperation movement, they set a fire and 22 policemen they burnt alive. 22 policemen, look at the number, 22 policemen they burnt. This is the proper record history. 22 policemen they burnt alive. They was locked in police station under the within the police station, and they set fire. And 22 policemen, and not all are not Britishers, they are the Indians, the policemen. They are not officers, they are just this ones foot, that means constables. They lost the life. So Gandhi hold that. He hold that issue and he call back the movement. Till now, right? And I will again come back. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 22 ಅಂತ ಬರೆದು 21, 22 ಅಂತ ಬರೆದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದು ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? ಚೌರಿ ಚೌರ 22. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಯಾವ ಇಯರ್ ಚೌರಿ ಚೌರ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ KPSC ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. 21 ನ 22 ನ 19 ನ 23 ನ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. CC 2 ಫಿನಿಶ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗಳು, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕಂಡ ಹೊಸ ರೂಟ್ಗಳು. ಸೊ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಯ್ತು? ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್ ಮುಗ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. If you are smart enough, you can turn entire nation's emotions, right, towards yourself, towards your side. You can take the control of entire nation into your hand. Best example, Gandhi. Write something. On February 5 of 1922, February 5 of 1922, Chauri Chaura incident took place in Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh, UP. 22 constables were burnt alive. Following this act of violence on the part of the Indians, burnt alive, following this act of violence on the part of Indians, means Indians in the mistake ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, on February 11, Gandhi called off the movement. OFF, called off means he withdraw. That means he just stopped the movement. Right? Really ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ? ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಸುಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಎಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ They become, and Yelligoru Gandhi, after he, take off this moment, he went to Sabarmati ashram and he was staying around. He sit in Sabarmati ashram. He didn't came back, and even the journalists, they visited Sabarmati ashram just for a bite. That means, ಈಗ ಬೈಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ ಆ ಥರ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿ he never ever give any interview for any journalist. He just stay calm in Sabarmati ashram. ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಲಾಕ್. Look at the youths of India from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. At that time, even Afghanistan, Bangladesh. Look at them. All youths are motivated and they burned their certificates in the name of this movement. And look at these government officials. After fighting with another competitors, they got selected and they just resigned and came back. And Britishers will never taken back. That means what? They lost their livelihood. And the rest of the fellows, they lost their professions in the name of this non-cooperation movement. So one who motivated and one who indulged in this movement, they lost. They are the losers, not Gandhi. Gandhi was successful in this. How? The movement failed, Gandhi became success. How? At least he became the current affairs. At least he was the news every day. Each and every nook and corner of the country, the grassroots person, the last mile person, he know who is Gandhi. Right after this non-cooperation movement. Yes or no? That is what he wanted, and he got. Right? So, in exam, the question was like this: results of non-cooperation movement and all. Take heading: results of NCM. What is the result? You know the drama and tell me the result. My first question is this successful or failure? Utterly flop moment. Yes or no? How you can say? There is no correct. Objective not met. That's it. What is the objective? Okay, at least official objective. Some of the objectives there that was not met. No Swadeshi, that thing, this thing and all. Total boycott, no tax campaigns, that and all. After this also they started to collect taxes. So how it becomes successful? Nothing. So this is first of all, this is the failure moment. So tell me the results of non-cooperation movement. ಏನಾಯ್ತು? You know what? Right after Vande Mataram movement, the Britishers gave parliamentary reforms. Means constitutional reform was there. That is the success of the Vande Mataram movement. At least they gave something. Right after Home Rule movement, Ventegu Chelmsford reforms was there. That is the constitutional reforms which Britishers gave. At least something they gave. Right after non-cooperation movement, there is no constitutional reform at all. Utterly flop movement compared to Vande Mataram and Home Rule movement. This is the first thing. Don't write. Just and tell me any other results. ನೀವು ಹೀಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿದು. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಂಗೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. Because there are no constitution. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು 2022 ಅಥವಾ 25 ಗೆ 26 ಗೆ 29 ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಆಕ್ಟ್ 1935 ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. That means utterly flop movement. That in another words, British gave a shit. ಏನು ಅವ್ರ ತಲೆನೇ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. Yes or no for this moment. Next. That is the only moment they united together and they lost. Yes, next. Anything extra? Okay. Okay. And what is the another reason behind this movement? That what is that Jallianwala Bagh massacre? ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ವಿಷಯವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Right? And what is the result? Write something. The movement failed to achieve its objectives. But Britishers, they founded Hunter Commission. Hunter Committee. Why this Hunter Committee was formed? To review the exigencies which was done during Amritsar. And this is not because of the result of the non-cooperation movement. They themselves. The exigencies means something happened in Amritsar. Amritsar problem aitala, what is that? Jallianwala Bagh incident aitala. Adan review ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ Hunter Committee ಅನ್ನ after the recall of this non-cooperation movement, British ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. This is you can't say it is the success of the non-cooperation movement. Hunter Committee. ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 1919 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಆಗಿದೆ ಯಾವಾಗ 2023 2022 ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ವಾಟ್? ಹಾ, ಜಲಿಯನ್ವಾಲಾ ಬಾಗ್ ಆದ್ಕೂಡಲೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಯ್ತು? ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿದು ಸುಮಾರು ಟೈಮ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಿದ್ರೆ 1919 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಈ ತರ ಮಾತುಕತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. 1921 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಇನ್ 2023 Hunter Committee was formed. Okay. And there is no constitutional reforms which were discussed, which was the case earlier, right? In right after Vande Mataram, right after this one home rule, but here there is no constitutional reforms. And the failure of this movement, which created permanent gulf between the Hindus and Muslims, permanent gulf, because they fought unitedly, but it was failed. So permanent gulf. Failure created permanent gulf between Hindus and Muslims. And it was the last moment where Hindu and Muslim jointly resisted the colonial administration. It was the last moment where Hindus and Muslims jointly resisted the colonial administration, means jointly resisted the Britishers. It was the last moment. It was the last moment. Again, I'll go back to Montagu-Chelmsford Act of 1990. What is there in that? With respect to elections and all.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ 6 ಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್.
Okay. Direct election started. Direct election started. If you accepted Montagu-Chelmsford Act means you are allowed to contest election. If you means India. If India accepted Montagu-Chelmsford reform means or 1919 Act means India was allowed to contest in Indians are allowed to contest in election. That means they will become members of the parliament. Yes or no? Above them anyhow the Britishers are there, but they are allowed to enter parliament through Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. So when this non-cooperation movement was failed, listen, when this non-cooperation movement was failed, definitely the hold of Gandhi within INC already went down. And the leaders of INC, one who are elders to Gandhiji, they started to criticize this Gandhi. And Montagu-Chelmsford reforms of 1919, they disrespect and they started non-cooperation movement or not? They give directly, we asked self-governance or now kedkodilla. So other against it now non-cooperation movement, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in the name of disrespecting Gandhi, in the name of criticizing Gandhi, the seniors leaders of INC, they started to follow Chelmsford reforms, Montagu-Chelmsford reforms 1919. How they started to follow? We are open for election, they declared. That means we are contesting general election as per 1919 Government of India Act or 1919 Montagu-Chelmsford Act. Because that was the thing which is mentioned in Montagu-Chelmsford, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
General election and you Indians you can contest. So by rejecting that, non-cooperation movement was happened, and after non-cooperation movement every leaders they just criticized it, they just blamed Gandhi, and they started to execute, they started to implement 1919 Government of India Act, right? ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೋ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೋ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಅಂತ INC ಒಳಗೆ ಎರಡಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ನಾನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. These are very important. ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ನೀವೇನು ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬರೀತಿದ್ರೆ ಇದೇ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಕ್ಕಿರೋದು. ನಾನು ಡಿಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾನು ಡಿಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೆನಪಿರಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಓದಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ ಓದಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್ ಓದಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಓದಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಓದೋಗಿ ಇದು ಮರ್ತೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಡಿಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಡಿಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Four.
Yes, sir.
Everybody. Right. See. Don't write. Listen. So already within INC, some fellas they started to criticize Gandhi just for blaming the failure of the non-cooperation movement. Because non-cooperation movement which started by blaming this 1999. So they are blaming Gandhi means they are accepting 1999. And in the 1999 Act, what they wanted being a politician, rest of the things they are not at all interested. The politics they are already there. The only politics which is there in 1999 they are interested. What is the politics? Open general election, right? General election. And the front-line politicians, the senior science leaders, the seniors of the Gandhiji, Chittaranjan Das, C.R. Das, don't write, Chittaranjan Das, nimage bekadre short notes barkoli, C.R. Das, and Motilal Nehru, the father of Jawaharlal Nehru, and Vittal Bhai Patel, the father of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, they become pro-changers. You know these pro-changers, we are going for change. What kind of changes? And we are allowing for changes ourselves, means we are ready to change. What kind of changes? This non-cooperation movement, agitation against the Britishers, this kind of things is not fit for us. We are changing. So what we are changing? We are changing by accepting the Britishers, accepting the Montagu Chelmsford 1919 Act. So what is there in that general election? So in the name of pro-changers, C.R. Das, Vittal Bhai Patel, and this one Motilal Nehru, they opened their doors for contesting elections. So their agenda was, this is not anti-national, we are not sedition, we are not going against the national movement. Let us do movement within the parliament. ಅವ್ರ ಥ್ರೂನೇ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ. ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಅಜಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ ಸಾಕು, ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಜಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ದಾರಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಅಗ್ರೀಡ್ ಇನ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ 1919 Act. So let us go with the 1919 Act and let us contest in the election as they told. So let us get into the Parliament of India and let us protest within India against the Britishers. This is pro-changes view. C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, and Vittal Bhai Patel. Same way Gandhiji rejected these proposals of these three leaders, and Gandhiji told, if at all we accepted this 1919 Act, the entire non-cooperation movement was absolute failure. I am not go for that. I will not accept that. Let us do no changes. ಏನು changes ಬೇಡ, ನಾವು pro changer ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಡ, ನಾವು contest ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. So Gandhiji got support from the son of this Motilal Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru. Gandhiji get support from the son of the same Vittal Bhai Patel, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So Gandhiji, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Babu Rajendra Prasad, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Jawaharlal Nehru, they become no changes. Let us not change. Let us go with the non-cooperation movement. Take down. Or ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ 1919 ಆಕ್ಟ್ 1919 ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥನೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ರೈಟ್. ನಾಳೆ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಓಕೆ 6 to 8. Or everybody. Right. I want to clear notes here. Very important. The core. One time investment. ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೀವು ಕಲಿತ್ರೆ ಮುಗೀತು. ಮತ್ತೇನು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಪೊಲಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. So overall pro changes here. Chittaranjan Das, Motilal Nehru, Vittalbhai Patel. Overall no changes. Gandhiji, Rajendra Prasad, Jawaharlal Nehru. Look at this Nehru family and that Patel family. Like that in every state there are some families. Whatever may the government in power, there are members from his own family as a minister. Whatever may be the ideology, whatever may be the political party, but there was one member from his family as a minister. Same concept. Nehru family, Patel family. Patel is not something different from Nehru. Same. What is this Vittalbhai Patel? Pro changer. Sardar Patel, no changer. No change means what? We will not change the ideology. What is the ideology? We are boycotting these Britishers. ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಅವ್ರು ಏನೋ ಬನ್ನಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಾವು ಓಡೋಗಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. We are against. That is no changer. Now change ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾವೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಇದರ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Pro changer means what? Change ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. The same fellows in non-cooperation movements, Yardas, Vittalbhai Patel and Motilal Nehru. The same three fellows one who uttered and reiterated the slogans of Swadeshi and total boycott. They accepted and they started to contest, or they accepted and they contested election, general election later. That means what? The entire non-cooperation movement was nothing for these pro changers. They made neglected, they made zero. Non-cooperation movement effort becomes zero after this pro changers new initiative. Right? So what happens to these fellows who followed the movement? The poor fellows, the educated Indian middle classes, the poor farmers, the poor middle class, the poor workers, the poor daily wage laborers, they become very angry. Whom? Against whom? No, look at this. Against whom? Their efforts are till today respecting Gandhi. Their efforts are now disrespecting these pro changers. Yes or no? Why Gandhi did not went for pro changers? This is the reason. He wanted his own lost respect to regain back. That is also one of the political agenda of the Gandhi to moving against this parliament entry in the name of no changes. Taken out. Again politics. Or pro changes ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಬರೀತಿಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಡೈವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತೇನೆ. ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರೋ ಚೇಂಜರ್ ಅಂತ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪಟ್ಟ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು, ಅಥವಾ ಪಟ್ಟ ಹೋಗಿ MP ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು, ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ his own ideology and the people's support. He wanted to gain back the people's support. So he took a stand and he stand as a no changer. And look at these other families. Whatever may be the ideology be, yes, there would be a definitely minister from my own home. Patel family and Nehru family. ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ? ದೇಶಬಂಧು ಚಿತ್ತರಂಜನ್ ದಾಸ್, full name. Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das was the president of Gaya session of Congress. Gaya, G-A-Y-A. Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das was the president of Gaya session of the Congress of 1922. He criticized Gandhi's method of struggle. And suggested 2023 general election. Suggested to contest 1923 general election. 100 years before ಅಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 100 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ನಾವು. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ನೋಡಿ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗಿನ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ಗಾಂಧೀಸ್ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಆ ಕ್ಲೆವರ್ನೆಸ್ ಈಗಿನ ಯಾವ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಷಿಯನ್ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ವ್ಯೂ, ದೂರದೃಷ್ಟಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಪ್ರೋ ಚೇಂಜರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆದ್ದಿದ್ರು, ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ಜನ ಡಿಸ್ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಿಲ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ನೋ ಚೇಂಜರ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಹಿ ರೀಗೇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ one who lost the work, one who lost his profession, one who lost his education, one who lost his everything in the name of non-cooperation movement, they are suffering. If the leaders, they shifted their ideology and they went for parliament in the name of the pro changer, we changed non-cooperation movement now ಬೇರೆ, ಈಗಲೇ ಬೇರೆ, we changed ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ನಾವು pro changer ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ Montagu change for reforms accept ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. the same reform, the same act ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು non-cooperation movement ಅಲ್ಲಿ accept ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ what happens to Gandhi? Sir, no. ಇನ್ನು ಆಂಟಿ ಇನ್ಕಮೆನ್ಸಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಜನರಿಂದ. ದೂರದೃಷ್ಟಿ ನೋಡಿ ಗಾಂಧಿ. He become no changes. Right now. Suggested contesting 1923 election under Montagu Chelmsford reforms. The followers of C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru and Vittal Bhai Patel were called pro-changers. ಬರ್ದಿದ್ರು ಅಗೇನ್ ಬರೀ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಮನೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸತಿ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ. This may be your KPSC questions. Overall pro-changers, overall no changes. The followers of C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru and Vittal Bhai Patel are called pro-changers. They advocated council entry. Underline this, council entry. Council entry means what? Open for election, contesting for election. They are entering parliament. They advocated for council entry. The no changes, full stop and continue, or put it in an extent. The no changes, one who supported Gandhi, are opposed the council entry. Underline. They were, I forget the name, Subhash Chandra Bose. They were Babu Rajendra Prasad, Subhash Chandra Bose, Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel. ಇನ್ನು ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು, ವಲ್ಲಭಭಾಯಿ ಪಟೇಲ್. Vallabhbhai Patel, B-A-L-L-A-B-A, Vallabhbhai Patel. First off, the pro-changers founded Congress Khilafat Swaraj Party under C.R. Das. Look at the politics. I'll again come back here. The pro-changers, listen, then write. Who are all pro-changers? C.R. Das. And who is criticizing Gandhi?
Pro-changers.
Pro-changers criticizing Gandhi. In a community, which community is criticizing Gandhi? Hindu community and Muslim community.
Muslims.
Why? Because of the difference of the Ali brothers. So for the election, what is the important thing? Vote. Vote is important thing. And who is going for contesting election? Pro changers. So in the name of INC, if they contest election, they will not get Muslims. So yes or no? So you no changes, you remain in INC. We will come out from the INC and we will get support from the even Hindu community definitely, but also Muslim community because you are against this Gandhi. Already Muslim community is against Gandhi. Just by putting name as a Khilafat, they gain the support from the Muslim community. And they contested election under the name of the Congress Khilafat Swaraj Party, and Swaraj Party they contested election and they win over the election in a rampant majority. Look at the politics. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲವು ಸತಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಫಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಖಿಲಾಫತ್ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ. Not just Gandhi, here this also clever fellow. Look at him. Yes, because Gandhi much more clever fellow. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೊರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಗಾಂಧಿ. Next I'll come. Gandhiji start to roam entire India. ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಈಗ. I'll next tell me. ಸಬರಮತಿ ಆಶ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೋ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು to avoid this journalist. That's it. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಾಗ ಜರ್ನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಕಟ್ಟ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೀಟ್ ಮುಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ವಾಪಸ್ ರೀ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಲೈಫಿಗೆ. The Swaraj Party emerged as a largest party in the Central Legislative Assembly after winning over rampant majority, but become a majority party. Or largest party, emerged as a largest party in the Central Legislative Assembly. That means today's parliament. Look at the post they got. Motilal Nehru become the leader of opposition. Motilal Nehru become the leader of opposition. Vittal Bhai Patel become the first Indian elected speaker. Parliament speaker ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ Vittal Bhai Patel. His own son is protesting against him outside. C.R. Das became the first elected chairman of Calcutta Municipal Corporation. First elected chairman of Calcutta Municipal Corporation. Calcutta Municipal Corporation. Then also, because of the sudden death of Chittaranjan Das, which has happened in 1925, sudden death, which made tremendous differences between other leaders of the Congress Khilafat Swaraj Party, and at the end of the day, the Congress Khilafat Swaraj Party completely got merged into INC. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಅವ್ರು ಗೆಲ್ಲೋದು, ಅವ್ರು ವಾಪಸ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗೋದು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗೋದು. ಗಾಂಧಿ ನೆವರ್ ಸಿಟ್ ಕ್ವೈಟ್. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Or what is the only session of the ANC where Gandhi was the president? Ballari ANC session ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. Belgaum session of no 1924 Belgaum session of INC where Gandhi. Why Gandhi become president of Belgaum session instead of North India? Why Gandhi chose South India? If you look at the non-cooperation movement, already the non-cooperation movement, one who lost their life, one who lost their education, one who lost their profession, everybody are the North Indians. South Indians, there is no contribution for the non-cooperation movement in a large scale. There is no contribution. So already there is a not much support for Gandhi in the North Indian. So this phase, Gandhi phase, is new for South India, and this South India is also part of India. And he wanted to be a leader of South India. And he chose Belgaum as the center of South India. And he chose a session, and he was declared a session in the Belgaum. And there also again politics is there. Before, 1 rupee is a membership fees. 1 rupee is a membership fees for INC. ಯಾರಾದರೂ INC ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಬಿಫೋರ್. ಅಂಡ್ INC ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಅದೊಂದು ಸಮಾವೇಶ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಊರಿನವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಸೋದು, ಆ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದವರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಸೋದು, ಏನೋ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡೋದು. ದ ಸೇಮ್ INC session which was happened in Belgaum, where Gandhiji was the president, they made this 1 rupee to 25 paisa for annas, nalkani. Why they decreased the membership fees? To include more and more members. So what is the fund for this INC? The same membership fees. ಬೇರೆಯವರೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಲ್ವಾ, ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಫಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ದೇರ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅವ್ರು ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಲ್ಲ. When Gandhi became a president in Belgaum session, his main focus was gaining more and more support from the community. So he just made 1/4 of the membership fees, 1 rupee to 25 paisa annas. And in the Belgaum session of the Congress, he again gave a wonderful dialogues and statements, and he became super hero in the South India. Taken out. When it was happened? 1924. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು? ನಾರ್ತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಸೀಟ್ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ. ರೈಟ್? ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಸೌತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆ ಟೈಮ್. So Gandhi Study Center is a training center for the future politician, according to me. Every future politician should pass the Gandhi study course, certificate course. If somebody was failed, means he was not fit for politics, according to me. (1925) is very important year for India's freedom struggle, because again 3 things happen. ಈ ಥರ ಸುಮಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ 2 things, ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ 3 things, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಒಂದಿನ, ಅವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. 1925 again 3 things was happened, very important. ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ 1924 ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡ, ಬೆಲ್ಗಾಮ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್. Complete? Completed? Taken up. In 1924, Gandhi presided over Belgaum session. The only session where Gandhi acted as a president. Very important, the only word for prelims. The only session where Gandhi acted as a president. At the instance of Gandhi, the membership fee of the Congress was fixed 4 annas. At the instance of Gandhi, the membership fee of the Congress was fixed 25 paise or 4 annas in the Belgaum session. Enough. So, ಏನು ಮೂರು ಆ ದಿನ ಮೂರು ಘಟನೆ ನಡೆಯಿತು KGF ಆಗಿ 1925 ಏನು ಮೂರು ಘಟನೆ ನಡೆದಿರೋದು ಮೂರು ಘಟನೆ ನಡೆದಿದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ
politically his death how benefited Gandhi there is no pro and no right after his death again the Congress Khilafat Swaraj party merged to INC that is the one benefit of his death and another benefit there is no serious criticism within INC for Gandhi because here this was the great criticizer for the Gandhi within INC there are no serious criticizer right again how Gandhi regained his regained his strength within INC I am telling e point ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ so again in 1925 1924 and all he again started to roam in South India Gandhiji's face is familiar for North Indians during the reign of 1920 during the time of 1920 and 21 in the name of non-cooperation movement but for the South Indians they don't know even what is non-cooperation movement they don't know absolutely what is Gandhi so after Gandhi's presidency in Belgaum they started to know what is Gandhi and all so this is the first thing and All India Hindu Mahasabha this is also one of the participants of the round table conference which has happened in 1930 31 32 at that time okay this is the major political party of that time that gets its birth in the Communist Party of India which is even today which is ruling in some parts of the country and this is the controversial role which is done during Communist Party of India it done controversial role during anybody
ಇದು merger of states
in Quit India movement everybody there in a slogan of do or die go back ataralla they supported Britishers okay that is I'll come to that later okay so this year does that All India Hindu Mahasabha it got its origin and Communist Party of India it also takes its birth these things happened in 1925 so for freedom struggle of India 1925 is very important year for Gandhi's future also because of first point ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ಬರ ಸಾವು ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ಬರ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ What we are discussing freedom struggle freedom struggle right 4 ಮುಗಿತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಓಕೆ ಬರೀರಿ already this person is familiar to you right ಇವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಅಗೇನ್ ಈಗ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಲ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದು? Or right? ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು?
Yes, sir.
See, what is 1919 Act? It's a Government of India Act. It is also called Mandatory Censorship Act, and we discussed a lot many things. Right? Right? The every act after 1858, the every act after 1858, it's a good governance acts. Officially, good governance act. The acts which is formed for the good governance of India means there must be some revision of that act. Re-evaluation, revision and revisiting. How it is implementing and how it is affecting actually, practically in Indian society. To know its practical implications, to know how it is actually implemented and what is the repercussions of that actual implementation of the act is the responsibility of the implementators. That means Prime Minister of England. How it is acting. ನಾವು ಏನೊಂದು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಅವಾಗ ನೋಡೋದು ಗುಡ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ರಾಜನ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಅಥವಾ ಒಬ್ಬ ನಾಯಕನ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ. ಎಸ್ ಸರ್ ನೋ? ಸೊ 10 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ 1919 ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. 10 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? 1920, 1929 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮೆಕ್ಡೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ he came 2 years before 1927. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಅವರ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಇರುವಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಐಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಆದಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೋನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ. That kind of thoughts he came, and that came to his mind, and he came 2 years before for revision of 1919 Act. Right? Aim ನಡೆದಿದೆ to repercussion of the implementation and to revise whatever happened for the implementation of this 1919 Act. He came in the name of committee, and that committee was headed by the Simon. And because of that committee, we called that committee as a Simon Committee, and the entire commission they entered India. So that commission is called Simon Commission. Till now, right? And I will tell you India's politics before this. Again, politics ಹೇಗೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಬರೀ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. 7:10 ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ನಾಳೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. Let us continue tomorrow morning. Okay? Thank you.